I'd like to begin by extending a warm welcome to our students, to our faculty and staff, our dignitaries, my fellow board members, alumni, neighbors, friends, and guests. I'm Kathleen McKenna, proud member of the class of 1975, and I'm very proud to serve as chairperson of the Board of Trustees of St. Peter's College. Aw, you're sweet. But the applause is really for the college. My friends, I really have to say that St. Peter's has reached a new milestone. Under the leadership of President Eugene Cornacchia, the college has really embraced a fresh new vision, and as a result has seen unprecedented progress. From the public launching of Students at the Center, the campaign for St. Peter's College, the most ambitious campaign the college has ever seen, to acquiring St. Aidan's, from launching the college's first doctoral programs, to seeking university status. This is St. Peter's moment. Today we gather to celebrate yet another historic milestone, breaking ground on St. Peter's College first ever student center. At one point not long ago, this seemed like a distant, unattainable dream. Today, it is a reality. We could not have done it alone. I want to acknowledge just a few of our partners present today who helped make this happen, and I'm going to ask you all if you would hold your applause to the end. I'd like to extend our warmest thanks to Joe Panapinto, to Bill Marino, to Jersey City Mayor Jerramiah Healy, to all of our city government representatives and council people, to the Jersey City Division of City Planning, to our friends at the Provident Bank, Shepley Bullfinch, Sodexo, Schulman Hanlon, the AFL-CIO Build America, Corvus, New Jersey Community Capital, the United Way of Hudson County, the Jersey City Housing Authority, and the Strategic Development Group. But most of all, I want to thank the donors to this campaign, the people we call the believers. You are why we are here today. You are the real reason we have been able to raise $47 million in this capital campaign, enabling us to put shovels in the ground today. Thank you all. It is now my privilege to introduce you to the Mayor of Jersey City, the Honorable Jerramiah Healy, who we are thrilled has joined us today. Thank you, Mayor.
Good job. You're a little taller than I am, Kath. I got to move the mic down. Yeah, it's great to be here today. St. Peter's is a very important part of our great city, and we want to thank all the donors, chair people. President Cornacchia has done great things in the times that he has been here. And as Kathy told you, this is the first student center in the history of this great Jesuit institution. And also for the school and for the city, it's the first step of the refurbishment, not only of St. Peter's College, but of McGinley Square. And this student center and this plan for St. Peter's College was approved by our city council. We want to thank our council president who's here, Pete Brennan. I see Mike Sotolano, who's on the planning board, Congressman Guarini, and all of our friends here today. But this was also unanimously approved by the planning board here in Jersey City. We see a lot of union representatives out here, so I guess we're going to use union labor here, President? Oh, cool. Okay, that's good. And the top floor of this six-floor unit will be available for community use, and it's going to make our city and certainly McGinley Square better. And we're thrilled to have, once again, St. Peter's College. And it's almost going to be a part of a whole college feeling in this whole area, because New Jersey City University is very close, as is Hudson County Community College. So to everyone involved, particularly the donors, President Cornacchia, congratulations. It's a great job. Thank you very much. And anything we can do to make this a big success, we stand ready, willing, and hopefully able to do so. Thanks, President.
Thank you, Mayor Healy. The unwavering support of the City of Jersey City for the construction of this student center is deeply appreciated by all of us here at the college. And it is now my great honor to introduce to you our visionary, the President of St. Peter's College, Eugene Cornacchia.
Thank you, Kathleen, and thank you all as well, Mayor Healy, for being with us today. Before I go on, let's take a moment and give a hand to Kathleen McKenna. She has chaired our Board of Trustees during a period of incredible growth, all against the backdrop of an incredibly volatile economy. And we truly could not have reached this extraordinary moment without her leadership and support. So today is the day. Amidst economic and political uncertainty, instead of retreating, we are boldly moving forward, and in a big way, 90,000 square feet to be exact. Facilities matter to today's student. The centerpiece of our Students at the Center campaign, the Student Center, will become a sorely needed anchor on campus, both literal and figurative, enabling residential and commuter students alike to learn, lead, serve in a state-of-the-art space designed for today's student. It will alleviate the chief competitive disadvantage we face in such a landlocked urban campus. It will help us to recruit even more students to become educated in the Jesuit tradition in the future. It will bring our campus into the 21st century. As a green building, it will reinforce our commitment to the environment. Not only that, but it will, and already has, served as a beacon for additional revitalization and investment in our community. For one, we have partnered with a developer to transform our parking lot at the Armory into a world-class residence and retail destination, making St. Peter's and McGinley Square a key component of Jersey City's renaissance. This building is not only the future of St. Peter's College, it is the future of Jersey City. I thank each and every one of you present today who has supported this project. But there is one person who deserves to be singled out. Tom McMahon, class of 1968, trustee and chairman of Students at the Center campaign, has committed the single largest gift in college history to this campaign and the Student Center. Tom's generosity and leadership have propelled this project forward at breakneck speed. He is why we are here today, and it is my honor to introduce him to you now, Tom McMahon.
I won't be as brief as the last three speakers. Mayor Healy, Chairperson Kathleen, Jean, thank you very, very much. For the last 5 years, I've had the, I wouldn't always say honor, but the pleasure of being chair of this capital campaign. So today I'm going to call that off. I'm not going to look at everybody and have everybody kind of look the other way when they see me, because that's what happens when you become a professional fundraiser. You go back to all of your friends and all the great people that are associated with St. Peter's, and they say hello, and they can't get away from you quickly enough. So I'm going to call a truce on that today, so I'm not going to do any fundraising today. We'll let Jean do that. What I thought I would do is tell you about a student who became an alumnus, who has always been in love with St. Peter's College. And this student went to St. Peter's a long, long time ago. He first went there in 1964. He went there because he went to the Jersey City Armory, and he was a student at Seton Hall Prep, and he watched the St. Peter's basketball team kill a nationally ranked team at the time from Seton Hall University. So he thought this would be the place that he wanted to go. He never saw the campus until the day he first went to his first class. So he went to St. Peter's, and over a 4-year period of time. He played a little bit of basketball, so he spent a considerable amount of time in an old gym called Collins Gym. But it really wasn't playing basketball. It was playing ping pong, because the only social activity at St. Peter's College in those days was the ping pong table on the stage in front of the gym. I see some people at least recognizing that. He lived at St. Peter's College, so each year he and his parents would come to St. Peter's, and they would try and figure out where he would live for the next year. He rented an apartment on Glenwood, or he rented an apartment on Montgomery, or he rented an apartment on, I think, Duncan Avenue. But there were no dorms at St. Peter's College. His entire social life at St. Peter's College really revolved around the cafeteria. That was kind of the center of life. So I see some more people. That was the center of life at St. Peter's in those days. The little cafeteria. There was no student center. There was really not much of a social life because most of the people were commuter students. He went through the most wonderful experience that any college student could ever go through in his 4 years at St. Peter's College. He met friends that remain his most important friends in life. He graduated from a Jesuit institution at a place which is one of the most wonderful places on the face of the earth, Jersey City. So he graduated in 1968, and then he had to find a job. And miraculously, that was the miracle of my life, because I think you know who I'm talking about, I found a job in 1968. And I began to work, like we all do, and I began to travel the world. But I never forgot the roots that I have at St. Peter's College. And I left St. Peter's College thinking, and continue to think, this is the greatest institution on the face of the earth. So in doing that, I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. As I traveled the United States and in business, I often went outside the United States. And the first question people ask you that may have gone to Harvard or to Princeton or to Georgetown or to other great institutions like Holy Cross or BC, where did you go to school? And I couldn't wait to tell them that I went to St. Peter's College. Then the next question would be, St. Peter's College? Where is that? Well, I told them that St. Peter's College was in Jersey City. And they would say to me, where's that? And I would tell them where Jersey City was, and I would tell them that Jersey City was in the greatest metropolitan area of anywhere in the entire world, the New York metropolitan area. And then they would say to me, well, what's in Jersey City? And I would say to them, St. Peter's is in Jersey City. And they would say, what else is in Jersey City? And I'd say, and Mayor, I hope I'm right, I would say the Statue of Liberty is in Jersey City. So I never really knew if the Statue of Liberty was in Jersey City, but there's about 20,000 people around the world that I convinced that the Statue of Liberty was in Jersey City. I went off, I got married to the most beautiful woman on the face of the earth, and 40 years later she still is. I had 2 great children, and I have now 7 great-grandchildren. And the foundation that I have in my life was built on the streets of Jersey City here at the corner of Kennedy Boulevard and Montgomery Street. And I am just delighted that in some small way, my name and my ability to help you raise some money over the last 5 years will be attached to St. Peter's, I hope, forever. Thank you very much, Jim.
Tom.
Thank you.
Hold on to that for a second. We're not ready for shovel. Thank you, Tom. As a lasting reminder of the transformations you have made possible for the college and for countless students in the years to come, I present you with this commemorative shovel in gratitude for all you have done with us. And now, without further ado, I am proud to announce that joining Gannon Hall, the Yanantelli Rec Center, the O'Toole Library, Whalen Hall, the Bastek Honors House, and the other named buildings on campus is a newest addition to St. Peter's College, the McMahon Student Center. There is a reason this campaign is called Students at the Center. After all, that is why we're all here, for the students. And that is why we are building the Student Center. So joining us now is Vennie Jean Turner, class of 2013 Student Government Association President, to share with us a student perspective.
Thank you, Dr. Cornacchia. Good afternoon, everyone. As Dr. Cornacchia mentioned, my name is Vennie Jean Turner. According to Google Maps, I am currently 6,000 miles away from home. For those of you who are familiar with your U.S. geography, I am from the great state of Hawaii. This distance is the biggest reason why St. Peter's College has become such an important part of my life. This is where I have found my greatest support and my greatest success. St. Peter's is my home away from home. Therefore, I feel very privileged to represent the student body today at this momentous event. On behalf of the student body, I would like to extend our greatest gratitude to Mr. Thomas McMahon. Without your support and guidance as chairman, we probably wouldn't be here today, at least not yet. And to President Cornacchia for spearheading this project. Without your outgoing character and your positive attitude, we wouldn't have nearly as much donor support. Many of you have already heard how important the Student Center will be to our school's recruitment efforts in the coming years. As our college grows, this center will be a great tool in helping attract a greater number of students and enhancing our college reputation. However, I don't think a lot of you know how the Student Center will affect the current student population. Students from both the resident and commuter pool have come up to me to tell me about their excitement about finally having a new and modern space to study, meet, and hang out with their friends. Clubs have expressed how excited they are about having rooms that are dedicated just for them. And from what I've gathered from short conversations with faculty and staff, they too are excited to finally have more room to conduct learning, social, and service activities. All in all, to simply put it, this student center is not only needed, but it is definitely wanted. This is going to be St. Peter's way of laying out a strong foundation for the coming decades while maintaining and strengthening our Jesuit ideals. I am pleased to know that I will still be here when this building opens, and I am looking forward to the day when I can finally walk through the doors of McMahon Student Center. Thank you for your time and your support. I now ask for Father Stephen Hess, the Associate Vice President for Student Life and Development, to come up and bless this site.
I'm a little nervous standing here because, first of all these great people around me, but when we started, the mayor turned to me and he said, "Remember, Father, the best prayer is the briefest prayer." So I don't want to get in trouble with the mayor. Last spring, when there was an event here on campus that I think informs our prayer today and what we're doing. But as you know, we used to have houses on this site that housed faculty offices and our alumni and human resources and campus services. And they were all very gracious to let their houses go so we could build this new center, this sacred place. But the last day that the alumni house was standing, they had a party to say goodbye to the alumni house. And I went to the party thinking this is kind of a crazy thing to do, to have a party for a house that's being torn down. But something happened to all of us who attended that party that day. Because yes, it was a very nice home, But what came out as we were mingling around that house, and as people were writing memories on the wall of what happened in that house, all those memories and all the conversations that day in the alumni house were about conversations that people had with one another, and were about relationships that people had with each other here at St. Peter's College. And it was that house that allowed those relationships to happen. And what it reminded all of us about that day is that what we are about here is people and our relationships with each other. And the reason why we have all of these buildings is because of that. And so today, as we turn to our God to thank him for this great event, we also turn to our God, who is the true architect of our lives, to help us to remember why we are here, and that this building and this ground that we are blessing is so that we can continue those relationships which become very sacred to us. And so we now turn to our God, who is the architect of our lives. And we ask our God to bless all those whose vision brought us to this moment. Our trustees, our president, our colleagues on the Student Center Committee, and our advancement staff who labor tirelessly to raise resources. We ask our God especially to bless our donors who enabled this vision to become a reality, especially Tom and Sally McMahon. We ask God to bless all those who will construct this building. May they have safe working conditions, and may they be kept free from harm. May the jobs created by this project sustain families who call this city home. And we especially ask our God to bless our students, who are truly the center of all we do here at St. Peter's. That as they enter this new building, the life that they always bring to us will be brought to that building, and by their presence. And may their interactions with one another be sacred interactions, so that they will remember as they leave St. Peter's. And may their sacred encounters that will happen in this building foster respect and gratitude, and help them to develop into true women and men for others. And we ask our God to bless this holy ground, which will support this building. And may this building live lightly on the earth, using resources sparingly and respectfully. And now filled with gratitude to our God for giving us this day and for blessing us with this earth that will enable our student center to stand tall, we now ask him to bless this ground that will allow our student center to be a place where relationships are built. And our students, Colin and Damaris, will now bless our ground and each of us with water that is holy. You can just fling that water as high as you want to bless everybody. I think Colin and Damaris have callings to be ministers in the church. And now that we have blessed our ground and we are blessed by our relationships that will be fostered on this ground, we give thanks to God with a proud amen. Amen. I'd like to thank you all on behalf of everyone here for coming to this great event. And I would invite, we want you to stay and to mingle and to build relationships. And as you do that, we would invite you to join us at this mound of dirt, first of all, where the actual groundbreaking will occur. And then as you see in the corner where that tree is, we have a beam that will actually be in the new building. And we ask you to feel free to sign that beam with your name. And then also we have refreshments provided by Sodexo that we ask you to stay as long as you would like to refresh with one another and to enjoy each other's company. Thank you.